Hi, and welcome to my channel, Hey Teach, Ask a Medical Nerd. I want to talk to you today about how to survive a pandemic, how healthcare workers and essential workers can safe-proof or safeguard their home after a work day. Tip number one, before you leave work, try to discard all disposable PPE, all personal protective equipment that you wore, mask, gown, whatever was worn around the infected patient or in that environment. Try not to bring it home with you. Wash your hands prior to leaving work. I always do this practice even before we, grew into knowing about the coronavirus. I always wash my hands. It's just the peace of mind that I have coming home to my family and just leaving that work environment into my car and my workspace. I just like to give a good 30-second hand wash prior to me leaving that environment to go to my car. If you're driving, you might want to get some type of disposable barrier to put on your seat cover on the seat, just to kind of cover between you, those, dirty clothes you have on, and the seat. Use a sheet or, plastic or a garbage bag. That's if you're concerned. At first, I wasn't doing this, but I just kind of started this practice just to keep down the germs in my car. Carry hand sanitizer in your car. I also carry a Ziploc bag of Clorox wipes if you can, disinfectant wipes to clean a steering wheel, inside door handles, buttons, the radio buttons, anything that you normally touch in the car. I usually give those a quick wipe down, just often. At least, I do this, wipe those buttons and steering wheel down just before I'm going to head into the house, or even after you stop at the gas station. You want to wipe things down and hand sanitize. All right, so these are just some tips and things that I've been doing, and actually, preferably, I've been doing these things over the years, especially with work at EMS. After showing up to different type of calls and shootings and all type of things, I actually practice this. Tip number two, take your shoes off at the door. Sorry about the typo, but take your shoes off outside. Preferably, if you have a garage, leave them in the garage. What I usually do is get a nice big freezer bag and Lysol spray the sole of my shoes down and Lysol my entire shoe down and let it dry. Just leave it in the garage or outside the door. If you're in an apartment, if you could leave it outside your door or have a space designated just for a corner where you leave those shoes. And remember, you want to leave them in an area where small children or pets won't be able to get to those shoes. Okay, and the rationale behind that is so you won't track germs through your house, especially if you got small children. You don't want to track germs through your house. Tip number three, take all clothing off at the door and place in a bag. So one practice that I do, especially with the type of calls that a typical day could be for a paramedic or EMT, or even an ER call. You get an ER patient or hospital patient, healthcare period. Particularly give you an example. I used to run calls where I would get a shooting and I'm, extricating a patient out of a car accident, or, those small, minute little things that could get on fabric and in your clothes. You don't want to bring those home to your pets and your children. I know it's hard at this time to come in the house and, the first thing the kids run and they hug you, or, kiss your spouse, but, just give it a couple extra seconds to take those clothes off and place them in a bag. Don't touch anyone or anything beforehand. So that's tip number three. Tip number 4 on how to survive a pandemic. You want to take a shower. Try to take a shower immediately. So we're taking off those contaminated clothes. You're going to the shower immediately and using an antibacterial soap if you can, like Dial soap. If not, any soap that you have is, efficient. You don't have to go out and spend extra money. Just make sure that you take a shower and you actually um, you know, sanitize your body. We can't sterilize ourselves. So, taking a shower immediately relieves you of remove those germs, that environment that you've been in all day. Okay. Tip number 5 on how to survive a pandemic: use disinfectant wipes or Lysol spray, any type of disinfectant spray. Sanitize everything when you come in the house. So when I come in the house, I Lysol spray my keys down, my key fob. Yes, my key fob. The door handles that I touched, I don't think I put that on here. My purse, I give my purse a good wipe down. I give, if you carry in a bag, your work bag, you want to give it a quick Lysol spray. Your wallet, your purse, and especially your phone. Make sure that you do that often, especially during the day. If you have your phone out at work or whatever the case, just make sure that you're giving it a quick wipe with, the Clorox wipe. I wouldn't suggest spraying the phone, but wipe it down with some disinfectant wipes. If you've handled any type of money or dollar bills, wash your hands immediately, which we should be doing that anyway because money is so dirty. I always tell my kids, like my granddad, he used to put his money in his underwear, which was gross to me, but I don't know. But yeah, money has been everywhere and it's dirty. So you have no idea. So wash your hands immediately. If you can't get to soap and water, hand sanitize immediately after handling money. Sanitize your shoes, like spray your shoes down. We talked about that. And then last but not least, wash your uniforms. Try to wash your uniforms separately from other clothes. I know a lot of cleaners here are closed because of the pandemic, because of the coronavirus. So if you're not able to get your clothes in, um, if you're not able to get your clothes in to get, put them in the cleaners, I'm sorry. Just wash them separately from your general clothes and linen. I would do a separate load. Okay. And just regular soap, detergent, and water will do the trick. I'm going to give it a good wash, but definitely wash those clothes separately. And last but not least, remember to take a few deep breaths. You got this. And thank you for watching.